everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Kelly, and today we are building a house in the contemporary architecture. So, contrary to what a dictionary may say, in architecture, modern and contemporary are actually two different styles. And today I built a contemporary house in San Sequoia. Contemporary architecture refers to architecture of this time and of our current era currently, even though honestly it makes me think of the contemporary in Disney World, which is the 70s, which is what, like 50 years ago? So have we just been using contemporary this entire time? I digress. But I found it a little difficult but a little interesting because there are multiple different styles, and saying what is contemporary has a really large umbrella term. You know, there's different things, and depending on the areas and depending on location, supplies, regional tastes, there's going to be different things that are classified as more trendy for a house. I went with the more of the minimalist aesthetic for contemporary, and the more focus on lighting and renewability and mixed use space with indoor and outdoor spaces, so they kind of like almost like blur together more. This is completely out of my ball field. I don't typically build houses like this. It's not really what I do. So I found that really interesting. Unlike my last build, this one actually went really easily for me. So hopefully I keep on that train. I don't need another meltdown. Once again, by this time, I think it should just be known, I hate roofs and roofing, and I just do not get along, and I'm always confused. I did want kind of like a glass roof or maybe a partial glass roof. I know I've seen people do that before, and it looks really cool. If anyone could tell me how to do that and it doesn't look silly, please do. But I ended up just going with like a plain flat roof, and then I did use some glass roofing, the porch area and the patio. So I think the thing I found most interesting with this build was the research and the difference between modern versus contemporary. Because modern typically refers to like the 1920s to the 1960s, which we have like mid-century modern and like Art Deco. And then does contemporary go from the 70s now? Or is there a new term or phrase for whatever was after the 1960s? I don't know. My hour of Google research didn't delve in that deep. If somebody knows, please let me know, because it is interesting. And I find it interesting how we use terms like modern and then postmodern and then contemporary, and then are we going to get into like post-contemporary and then post-modern contemporary? I don't know. I'm just stringing words along right now. But contemporary does focus a lot on, like I said, minimalism and clean lines and architecture. I was trying to use more like natural colors for that reason too. So I use more like browns and stones than colors. I used a lot more natural colors. I wanted to make sure there was a lot of windows and a lot of light. Honestly, I feel like that'd be terrible though for a living, because you're literally in an exhibition the entire time. You need some really good curtains, or those you need the fancy windows where you can't see in. This part annoyed me because I really wanted to get almost like a wall of windows at the top with the sliding glass door. But I'm glad I kind of used that bigger square window, so at least that worked. And I like how the pillars looked. I was trying to keep minimal lines too. I know there's more of a focus on with the lines and not having things be ornate for no reason. It's more the functionality and the practicality of it. So I was trying to keep that into consideration with how I built the house as well. For the outdoor patio area, I really wanted like a glass roof. So I kind of cheated the system a little bit to get it. I wish I didn't have that little bit of the roof that's like the wall above. I don't know if there would have been any way to get rid of it. I couldn't figure it out. Maybe I could have made that glass. That would have been cool, but I don't even think that's an option. So it looks okay. I'm just gonna pretend I don't look at it. It's not there. I leaned more into the brick with the outside because that's kind of mixing natural elements of construction and thinking about that. Yeah, I was surprised by how much I used the Dream Home Decorator objects, especially like the windows and some of the paints and everything. I've relatively recently got that pack. I definitely hadn't played around with it too much. And I also wanted to use the only kit I have. I'm totally blanking on the name of it, but it's the only kit I have because it was free. What was it called? I know it was like an outdoorsy type one. Oh gosh. This is how little I know about kits, because I don't even remember the name of this one. It's Desert Luxe. So yeah, so those two were really my inspiration and the content I had that I kind of leaned more into. I wanted it to look very like natural, and sustainability is a part of contemporary architecture. So I was like, what looks natural, what looks like renewable resource, or I mean, you're not renewing resources, but I don't know, ramblings. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting better at placing plants and trees and everything. So hopefully I keep up with that. I really like how I kind of like used it around everything. I know there's a theory with tree placement and where you put trees versus like shade and housing and stuff. Don't have that much knowledge. I remember having a conversation about this with my dad when I was like 14 or something, and of course I don't remember it. That's been a very long time ago. But I do like how I kind of used foliage in a little bit different ways than normal. There's a lot of entrances and exits in this house. For being only like a 1-2, so 1 bedroom and 2 bathrooms, it's technically a 1 and a 1.5. There are a lot of exterior doors. There's the front door, there's the side door, and then there's the door to the porch, which has a little gate as well. I guess the side door would probably in real life be like where the garage would be, and it'd be a little bit larger, but because, you know, we still don't have cars in The Sims 4. It's just an extra door. I did find this space a little hard because I did make this small, but at the same time, I just needed a little bit more maneuvering around. The staircase, though, I accidentally put on the porch, which I was thinking about keeping, but I mean, just the practicality of having to walk outside every time you want to walk upstairs, and then how would you do with like heating and cooling, and these are things I know I don't need to think about because it's a video game, but my brain goes there anyways. I just decided to move it. It wasn't worth me overthinking little things about a video game. I do wonder if whether or not I should put a railing though, because I did kind of sort of forget to put a railing on the staircase, so maybe it's not the safest, and it's like a floating staircase too, so it is what it is. For the downstairs area, it took me a while to kind of wrap my head around the space because it is very long and narrow, and I was trying to figure out how to separate all the different things that are needed and how to separate the space but still kind of keep it open. This whole entire build is not my typical color aesthetic. I don't really gravitate towards a lot of whites and browns and very muted colors. I like bright, fun colors. I like cluttery things in the game, but I like a lot of self-expression in my own personal decor, you know? I hope I'm not too cluttery. I know I fall into that trap sometimes. Clean but cluttery, you know? Organized clutter, that's it. I'm organized clutter. That's what lies I'm telling myself today. But this was really a small build. I mean, it's only a 1.5, and I thought it'd be really cool. I mean, I know there is a lot of current movements with smaller houses and compact, that's the word, more compact areas. So I do like how that kind of plays into that current trend as well, which is contemporary architecture. Wow, full circle. Good job, Kelly. I'm so proud. And that's also why I kept like the lighting more minimalist. I actually really love this build, not gonna lie. It looks really cool. I do like how there's still like a big backyard, so if I want to do anything with that, I could. It is a little bit cramped space. You know, I go back to Dream Home Decorator. I'm a little impressed with some of the items that came with it, not gonna lie. It's not too bad. I know I haven't actually played too much with the gameplay. I know a lot of people say it's buggy. Let me know, have you dealt with a lot of bugs with Dream Home Decorator? But some of the styling I actually really like. It looks really cool. Well, is that from Dream Home Decorator? Oh no, that's from Desert Luxe. Yeah, see? I go Desert Luxe. I really wanted the fireplace outside, but I thought it looked kind of weird with the roof, so that's why I kind of cut it out. And I love these little lights that go on the floor. I thought that looked really, really cool, and at night it looks amazing. Kind of see it for a second because I have this thing sped up so fast. Probably this is the hardest part for me, and it's such a minute little silly detail, but while I was working on the downstairs half bathroom, the towel rack did not want to go in the right location. And originally I was gonna have it against the wall next to the door, but that doesn't make sense to have you like turn around and walk like 5 steps before you dry off your hands. And once again, I know it's a video game, but I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, and then I don't want to make something not make sense. But I know that towel rack came up way too high, and I thought I got it, and then I was rewatching this footage, and I most definitely did not. So 2 things I would change about this place. 1, put a railing on the stairwell, because that seems a little bit scary. And 2, try to fix that dang towel rack. I don't know why. Those little things on the walls always drive me insane. I sometimes have problems with like the toilet paper for the bathrooms as well. Like it'll want to be so high up on the wall, and I'm just like, why? Why does it want to go there? Also, I find it a bit funny that I use the medium length walls again for the second time, because in my normal day-to-day gameplay, I never use any other wall height other than the base one. I never use like the medium or like the extra tall walls. I don't know why, but the last 2 builds I have. So maybe I should start incorporating it more. I also kind of think it looks weird, but it also kind of works. So I don't know. But I mean, it looked nice. So I edited this in, exit out my game, and then I was like, wait a minute, sustainability, reusability. Why did I not put solar panels on top of it? This place would definitely have solar panels. Here we have the final walkthrough of the house. I mean, it's not too big. You can see most of it by the windows itself. You would literally be in a fishbowl if you lived here though. So we're going to walk in, and we have like a little dining area at the front. I don't know if there'd be space for a table. Maybe you could put one right next to the stairs, and then behind the stairs, I guess it'd be more of like the family room, living room area. And then we have the kitchen there. Probably could put some really pretty artwork on that wall over there, unless that's not contemporary because it's not minimalistic enough. I don't know. I love the giant window there. Now we are going to walk into the half bath, and I'm going to try not to stare at the towel rack, but too bad, I already saw it and it's driving me insane, and I really want to fix that. And now we are going to walk outside to the patio area. Nothing too crazy, but it's a nice little area. It has some flowers. I put 2 little lights on the floor as well. You can't see it, but it does have the glass roof. I'm still not the best at like walking through and making these tours. And now I'm gonna go around to the other side, and the magic of editing. This is the side door that'd probably be where realistically a garage would be. With a beautiful view of San Sequoia. I also thought San Sequoia would be perfect for like a contemporary house, because kind of the aesthetic of it and everything. Now we are going to walk up the stairs to the 2nd floor. Still have these big beautiful windows. I have no idea what you do with this little hallway space, but I don't know, reading nook or something. Is that my reasoning for everything? Probably. This porch is beautiful though. I kind of wish I put a door to the porch on the master bedroom too, or the only bedroom honestly. And yeah, so you have another beautiful view of the bridge. And then through this little door is the one and only bedroom. Once again, very big, very bright, very neutral. Very neutral. And then we're gonna walk through, and this is the full bathroom. And that towel rack I did not mess up. Yay! See, that looks like an appropriate height. Just a little 360 of the house, just so you can see the back and some of the foliage. I think this one turned out actually really, really cute. I actually really like this house. Not my typical style of building. Maybe I should do more of it, because this was actually a pretty fun build. So, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And what do you think classifies as contemporary architecture? Do you think we should use a new term for current era architecture, or should we use contemporary and like retroactively change architecture from the 70s and onwards to different titles? Or do you know if there are different names for them? Let me know. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Thanks.